Hello, this is Jamie Menagerie. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today we're going to play with the Menagerie mix-up and the dies that goes with it, the Menagerie dies. And we're going to make a little giraffe. I don't like its nose, but we'll play with it and we'll see. I might just turn it over and see if I like it better that way. Okay, so these are the dies I'm using. I've cut them out of crushed curry cardstock. I'm still going to need a couple pieces, so I've used this die here and cut one. Out of this die, I've already cut one. I'm going to need to cut another one and extend it, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I've cut two of these, one of these, which cuts these two individual little pieces. This little piece here, and this little piece here. Those all out of crushed curry. This one I'm going to use to cut out the scarf. So first thing I need to do is bring in my die cutting machine so I can show you how to cut the long part for the neck. Okay, I've got my machine in here. I'm going to bring in this piece here, and this is 1.5 inches wide, just so you get an idea. And it is 3 3/4 inches long. So I'm going to put it on here like this. Actually, I'm going to do it on this end. This is easier. And I'm going to do what's called partial die cutting. I'm going to put this top plate just to where it starts to, there's like a little dent here at the top of it. I'm going to put it to there. And I'm going to run it through my machine. So where the top plate is, it's going to cut. This top part is not going to cut. So we'll go ahead and run that through. Okay, see how it didn't cut that top part? Now we're just going to take our scissors and we're going to cut from the top down to where that snip is. And we're going to kind of guess you can measure if you want to, or go this way, that would work too. I want this a little bit thinner at the top, so I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit thinner. Okay, so that's how I made that piece. Okay, move this out of the way. We'll go ahead and stamp what we need to stamp. Okay, so we need to stamp this piece. This is our head. So I'm going to bring in this little nose piece, and I think this time I'm going to do it this way instead of this way and see if I like it better. And I'm using the Memento. Go ahead and stamp that. Okay, then I need this piece here. I don't know if you can see it, for the eyes. Stamp them like almost right in the center. Okay, so that's that part. I need the scarf. Stamp that on some white here. I don't like that. Let's turn it over. Try it again. I need to re-ink this pad. So that's much better. Okay. that's all of this stamping. Now I'm going to bring in the body pieces. Maybe that's what that needs. And I've got this little heart. I've actually put it on my block upside down. So I'm going to use the back side of it and cinnamon cider. And I'm going to stamp some spots on this giraffe. Just random. Just wherever you want them. This side isn't going to show a whole lot, so you probably don't even need to do any over there. I don't know if he needs any on his head or not. Maybe that's what's... Let's put a couple on him anyway. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the tail. I'm just going to do a little bit on this tail, the end of it. Okay, I'm going to actually pick these up and I'm going to drag the bottoms of the feet in the pad just to get the hooves. Okay, and then I need this piece here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of get them inked up from my ink pad. Okay, oops, like that. Okay, and that's all the stamping. Now we can color this in, and for that I'm using, I have dark Bermuda Bay and dark Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to color every other stripe. Oops. Gives it a winter feel even though it's a warm weather animal. Okay, then I'm going to go cut that out and I will be right back. Okay, let me zoom back in. I zoomed out a little bit when I had my die cutting machine here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take light soft suede, and on this tail I'm going to do flick marks. And I guess I want to do it this way. Up like this. To make it look a little bit more like hair. And then on these two little pieces, I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Alright, now we can put it together. I'm bringing a few dimensionals. Put some dimensionals on the back of this side of the body. Oops, I don't want that hair in there. Okay, and I'm going to offset this a little bit so you see the hind side as well. I need a dimensional at the top of this to put the head on. almost looks too long this time. Let's make it a little bit shorter. Okay, I'm going to bring in my glue. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this, as there is antlers or horns. I don't know what they're called in a giraffe. Those little horns they have. And I pushed them a little bit closer together. I don't quite need that much glue. Alright, the tail gets put on down here. Okay, then I need these other two pieces that look like Christmas bulbs. And I'm going to kind of pinch them so that they look like an ear shape almost. And this piece is going to get glued inside. It'll be like the inside of the ear. So basically I'm just kind of pinching this top part. Okay. Make sure they're glued together. Alright. And then we'll glue those on up here for the ears. Okay, then for the scarf, I think I ended up cutting off one of these pieces so it was a little bit more narrow. And I put the scarf on. There we go. There's a giraffe. There's the one we just made together. Here's the one I did previously. And thank you for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Which nose do you like better? I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper.